Hello, my people. It's your boy Zuberisimba again. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Um, Today, we are going to start the coffee skills program. So this program is going to help us to understand more about coffee skills. So this, as you can see in my hand, I have an ACA program notes or documents which will be helping us to to learn more. So you excuse me, guys. I have a little cough, but I'll be trying my best. So we are going to make like a series whereby we will be learning different things because this note there are a lot. I can't just make the whole video of it. I'll just make like episodes. So today we are going to start real quick. So let's start with the coffee cherry. Actually, we know in the normally the coffee, before we get the normal coffee, we get here the final result. There is a coffee cherry. The coffee cherry, the coffee cherry reach their highest sweetness when ripped and must be processed few hours after the harvest. To process their quality, a bad processing can ruin the most careful crop and recollection. There is 5 techniques: dry, humid, mechanical, demulsilization, and honey, and wet hulled. Each process has its own pros and cons. They contribute different flavor outlines and numerous cups later. Quality and flavor is the estate. The process selection is key to the achieve top quality. Farms with more sources can do research work, processing, and different methods. Weather and traditional influence the process selection. There is areas where methods works better than other. Example, Colombia. Yeah, so guys, as we are seeing here, the explanation is telling us about the coffee cherry because after harvesting, after the cherry has reached its highest sweetness when ripped. Because remember, when they are doing the harvesting, they based on the ripped coffee cherries. So this during the process, during the harvesting, after selecting the ripped coffee cherries, on the processing they have to pay more attention. This happens like on the whole process of the coffee. That's how we get the specialty coffee at the last, the high quality coffee or the premium coffee. So the skills, it's not only on baristas. So even the people in the farms, even farmers, I mean, they have the way they are choosing their the crops, the way they're choosing the fertilizer, the medicine, all these things, the land, the place to cultivate the coffee, they pay more attention and they learn more about this. Same thing happened to the processing. People in the processing stations, they learn more about the doing the processing because once the crop is done, the harvesting is done and the coffee is harvested, reached the highest sweetness, it goes to the process. So to the process, they have to pay more attention on this one. They take good care of it as well before it reach on the roaster. So let's see here the process. We have coffee picked. So after when they bring the coffee, after harvesting the coffee cherries, they have to pick them. Yeah, mostly they do it by hand picking. It is the best way to make sure the quality of coffee is kept well. So they do the coffee picking whereby they will be choosing the non-ripped or the defect cherries which have been eaten by the insects, maybe like this. And the next thing is dry process. So sorry guys about this process. All this, let's just start with the dry process. Actually, also known as natural process, is the most ancient. It is the only one that existed in what is known as the first processing wave, 500 AD, 1850. Dry process, it's also known as natural, whereby whereby this process is most ancient, which means it's been used since long time ago. After the harvest, cherries go through a pre-cleansing and sun-dried. So we've seen that they harvest the cherries, which is ripped, and then they go through the pre-cleansing. The cleansing here, it's like washing the cherries, but with the outer skin. So they'll just cleanse it, the outer skin, just to remove the mud or the dust, something like that, and then chemicals. And then they'll do the sun dried in courtyards. So they'll place them in the courtyard on the something, and they will under the sun, or beds between 2 to 3 weeks. It stays there for 2 to 3 weeks, depending. Yes, so I'm sorry for that, guys. It will stay there for 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the area and the conditions. An important part of the process is raking the cherries several times, and so the drying is even. Once the cherries reach the ideal drying point, which is 11% humidity, they are stocked exhaustive temperature humidity control at large to stabilize before exportation. They are threshed, husk removal, selected and classified. The advantages of dry process: cheaper equipment, use little water, and there is a less waste and pollution. On the other hand, drying the bean takes longer, is more expensive workforce because it needs a more careful selection in the plant or later, and there is a higher risk of fermentation. It results a complex coffee with less acidity but with higher sweetness and substances, upgrading the fruity flavor, diversity in aroma outlines. So this is the dry process. The dry process, this is the deep explanation. Okay guys, sorry for that again. Yeah, so what I'm saying, this is the dry process. The dry process is, as we have seen, it's when the coffee is dried with the outer skin. So when they dry the coffee cherries with the outer skin, there is some benefit for this one and also some side effect, but there is not that much side effect or disadvantages. Okay, as we've seen, the advantages of dry process is cheaper equipment because they will just put it under the sun on the bed, something like beds, and it will stay there for 2 or 3 weeks. Again, there is no need of any equipment because they'll just clean the cherries and dry them outside there. So after that, there is a less waste of water because there's no need of much water because it's going to be dried with outer skin, and there is less pollution. The other hand, drying bean takes longer. It is more expensive workforce because it needs more careful selection in the plant, or later there is higher risk of fermentation. So the disadvantage, it happens when they didn't pay more attention in the selection while on the plant. This one, it can cause the higher risk during the fermentation. But when it comes to the taste, this coffee, it has less acidity and it is rich with higher sweetness substances, upgrading the fruity flavor. Okay guys, thank you so much. Hope this is helpful. So today we just checked this one, the first process after the harvesting. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. See you on the next episode. Make sure you subscribe, share with friends. Thank you so much. Love you. Ciao.